for more videos.
Welcome back, everybody. Drake Hawkins again. We're playing some more Factorio. It is time to put our actual science in, although I didn't really think about where or how or what we're gonna do about it. So, I think what we'll do probably is just the 4-piece science, and yeah, we'll do like this. So we'll have like 4 sets of science, and we will combine them probably down into some sort of let's do this, and then we'll take this science, we'll go like this, and then instead of the red, we'll just do yellow. Yeah, and this seems fine. Except for we need to have some sort of science attachments. So maybe we relocate this. Yeah. Half thinking, guys. We're almost at the point where Drake starts thinking for the day. Let's go like this. That. And then I'm gonna have to have one more science belt, which is gonna be the somewhere up here. We're probably gonna have rockets launching, right? And they produce a resource that then gets sent down to the research facilities. So somewhere like in here, probably we'd have a sort of a launch facility somewhere up here, and then when it was just belt down, probably that's what we'll do. So let's put in 4 pieces of science. Let's see, where are we gonna have our labs? Labs. Well, labs are not in my belt, are they? Strange, but not there. 10 of them instead of 15 is fine by me. So, let me just say, bring me some... I don't have research labs, do I? Like, legit do not have research labs. Okay. I don't have any research labs being produced anyways. So, if I were to run these across like this... No. How many... Come on. How many would we have between this set? I'm not sure. Now I am. 16. Okay. Not what I really want, so let's go with, I don't know, 10, 20, 30, 40... How many labs do we want? What's a reasonable discussion here? Let's look at a big research. So, something like legitimately big, like, over X is 1500. Before we get like the super repeating sciences, there's 2500, 5000 for the atomic bomb. Okay, if we wanted to make 5000 runs of science, so this means we have 5000 times we have to run a science that has a red, a green, a gray, a blue, a purple, and a yellow. So all of them except for the white science, which is from launching rockets. Okay. So we have 5,000 runs of that, and they're 45 seconds. 45 seconds per run. These are 60 seconds a run, 60, 30, 45, 30. I mean, maybe, is there repeatables here? Where are the repeatables? Are they just these two? Sure, there's more repeatables coming, but these are repeatables, and they're at 60 seconds. So maybe we use that number. Okay, 2,000 runs of whatever at 60 seconds seems a more reasonable number if we assume that it takes 1 minute to process a science. Let's try that then. If we have 1 minute to process a science and we have to put 1,000 science through, we have to have 1,000 labs to do it in 1 minute. So if we have 1% of that, 10 labs will do it in 100 minutes. So that really tells me nothing. But that's not unreasonable. Like, it seems like the numbers are not as grandiose as they need to be, as I've previously thought of. So let's say we did 20 labs? What if we did 20 labs? And we ran them something vertical. I guess this should be our centerpiece, right? So let's do that. Let's do this. Just trying to think here. Give me a second. Ignore the smoke smell. If I go like this as our double line, and then this down to here, like say that, and then we had a double line of belts coming through here, right? And then we had this again, right? And we had it here, and then we could daisy chain maybe one to each side. I don't want to go with like a crazy amount, but if we did that, and then we wanted to double it up to like 20 on each side, so we got 40 labs. Alright, a not unreasonable number of labs. Maybe small, maybe large, I'm not sure. And then each of these is going to feed in the resource, and then daisy it to the next space. Fair enough. The number of these would have to be... the inputs and outputs of these would have to be balanced. So let's say... and we need 4 lines coming in here, but of course we can't reach 4 lines with these guys. I guess we could do 3 lines for now, and then we would have to make a change, or we could do 4 lines. So we could have instead of this, we could do what we did previously and just remove or just run like, let's say like that. Nope, that's not the right placing. Like that, right? And then we just, obviously just copy that down further, and that makes the input line for one side. We can copy that again and just go here. Right? Now what we do is the same thing, but we switch them to reds. So this is the first input, is here's yellow. We have a belt that comes in like this, right, to feed those two. And then we're going to have a red belt that's going to go like this. And those won't overlap. Like that. Now, do we need a beacon? Probably not. That. That's probably okay. And then we're just going to grab science like this. So it's going to grab each machine is going to grab from the yellow and the red belt. We're not going to beacon this stuff because it's just not going to need that much volume. If I were like trying to get like crazy amount of science per minute, this would be like, I don't know, 90 to 120 probably capacity science per minute. Might not be quite that large, but you get the idea. It's not going to be huge, that's for sure. If I were to say this, the downside of this is that only one inserter to put the 7 research from the first to the second might be too slow. No, won't be too slow at all, because this lab will demand 2 copies of whatever it's inputting. So we're doing automated science right now. It needs 1 of these, so it should have either 2 or 3. I'm not sure how many, but it'll have like 2 or 3 runs worth of whatever this is, right? 2 or 3 of the red, green, blue, and purple will be stocked in here, will be requested in here. Those will go into the queue, and so once it takes one out in every 60 seconds, it'll take one out, and then it'll demand another one. So it's not really gonna run the system very aggressively. And I'm going to leave this other one over here available for our rocket science. How's that going to work? Really? Heck, we'll just put one every time? I don't know. How are we going to do that? Let's start there, and we'll put them above the yellows. That's a nice little pattern, no? There you go. It looks beautiful. That and that. And then we connect up here. Boom. Science is going. That's it. Now, that entirely did not work. Why? What are we missing? Oh. Well, that's not smart, is it, Drake? What did I do wrong? That's 4 separate things. What am I doing? Clearly my brain's having a brain fart here. This is entirely wrong. I need to be able to grab from this as well. Oh, right, of course. Hold on. This is dumb. This is entirely wrong. Oops, my bad. I knew this when I started building. I need to reach further. What I need to do is actually cut this out and move it over a tile to there. And then I need to cut this out, move it over a tile to there. And of course, make more of those. I've now made some of them, more to come. And then what this does is this has this line to feed everything. Because it's got to grab, each machine has to grab from all 4 lines, not just from the 2 on its side, of course. See? There's science being science. Alright, and I'll just do this. Like that. Okay, so sciencey things that happen in there. Why are we not... like... keep going here, guys. So, we've actually reactivated automated science now. And you are, for some reason... my goodness. This stuff is coming from across the globe, but that's fine. They'll fill it. So this is going to actually provide us with a way to consume our science at some number per some time. And the super science of that description is clearly obvious. I need production module 3s as my next research. I want those gone, and I want production module 3s right after those automated, in fact, before those automation labs. This job takes 300 runs of 1 purple, 1 blue, 1 green, and 1 red in a 60-second timer. Okay, now that is going to take you know, some amount of time, and it won't be hyper long because oh my gosh, because I don't have... or are they all in? Yeah, we're just missing these, right? Are we not producing those? Did I screw something up way the heck over here? That we're not making those? Or did I not make inserters? I did make inserters. Red inserters are right there. There's 50 of them sitting there. So you guys must be like traveling in from across the globe to bring me these inserters, I would imagine. Yeah, that's what's happening. Yeah, they just had a job and they picked them up from some other side of the galaxy and they're on their way. There we go. Bringing them online. So this will be 40 research labs running steady. That's already 16, 17%, and the second half is just coming on now. So this is not going to, by any stretch, be delaying my productivity. I'm not going to be sitting there thinking, man, I wish I had faster science, because I'll be sitting there thinking, what science do I need to queue up next that I've not needed? Because I still have to do like all the uranium and all that sort of jazz. So I think this, although it took me 15 minutes to get this very basic build done, I think this is going to be plenty for now, and literally what I could do is just grab this whole thing and dump it down here for a faster version if our belts are just constantly backed up and we're not using the science, which is the case. So right now, let's see. If with no speed, you guys take how long to run things? Research speed 140%. So there's buffers in there, okay, plus 140%. So this is going at 2.4 times speed. So this is supposed to take 60 seconds to run this. I don't know what the math is on there. But would that be divided by... Oh, hey, phone. I just unplugged my phone from my computer. What does that be? 60 divided by 2.4? Something like that? So 25 seconds? Yeah, so this takes about 25 seconds to run. There's 10 of them in a row. That is 10, 20, 30, and 40. So 40 of them every 25 seconds. I need to do 300. It takes me longer to calculate it than it does the other way around. So 300 of them, 40 runs, 75 runs, times 25 seconds, divided by 60. There we go, 31 minutes. Not true. Clearly I did the math wrong. But anyways, it's, as you can see, the bar is running. It's already 75%. Like I said, faster than I need it to be. Never math in public, kids, especially not with the calculator. The science here is not going to put a high demand on our output. That's for certain. Like, this is not even moving. Like, I don't like, very infrequently does this thing ever even trickle along. Like, really infrequently. I mean, that one's not going to move at all because, obviously, that's not being drawn for this research, I think. Yeah, we need the purple. So where's our purple line? There we go. Use 6, and there's 3 more stacking in. There, they all just did a nice little run. So it grabs more and runs it down the line. Let's see if this thing actually builds back up in time. Maybe not. We might be consuming faster than we're getting. Looks like we might be, yep. Although they're all probably in a nice big run session right now. If it gets back to where I am, then it's not fast enough. This is my super high-tech way to calculate our throughput. And I feel like we're using it slightly faster than we can produce it. Okay, that's fine. Then we don't need to worry about speeding these up at all. In fact, what I can do is once that... Never mind. Now that science is actually finished, that was very quick, I can look at making some basic productivity modules. And I think we got to do that like right away. I might even put that just right in here temporarily to get me some productivity modules for the important spots. So making of the research packs or making of like our actual science, for instance, should have productivity modules attached to it. If it does, then what will happen is every research process that runs will give me a another hit of free science. If that makes sense. 1 and 2, if it goes there, and then we do the double spacing in between. That sort of thing. That's probably a reason, you know, we could even put it down here. Well, no, we'll put it here. Productivity modules. So let's look at a prod 3 modules. We just got the yellow labs, so let's do that. Now, next thing I want to do is probably the nuclear fuel reprocessing. No, Covarex enrichment process. Sure. That's going to, again, just take the purples. Let's get Covarex going so that we can consider what we do with that. This one's going to start there. Now, we're going to make productivity 3 modules. So we need red and blue circuits to do that. Did I make blue circuits specifically on site? Looks like I did, eh? Mm-hmm. Okay, for now, I'm going to actually chain this in. I'm going to throw this into the mix over here. There's red and blue to make productivity 3s. Really? Wait, what? Productivity 3s don't need just red and blue science, right? Red, blue, and productivity 2s. Red, blue, and productivity 1s. Red and green. Okay. So if I had blue science, for instance, right here, or blue circuits right here, and I could grab those off the line, that might be a really useful item to have, right? No, that's not right. That's not going to work right there. Hold on. There. And then if I could maybe jump this out here like that and get it somewhere useful. There. Like that. Run you in there. Steal some blue off of this. Now, I'm not going to use a lot for these, so probably... Oh, hi, this is the... Yeah, probably don't need a ton here. I can honestly just use whatever is left here. And I can make those into greens, probably, for the efficiency. We'll have blue productivity going up one way here. Not there, actually. Let's do this. This was not planned spaghetti. There we go. That's the blue coming to somewhere. And then it's going to need to get somewhere. So, it honestly doesn't need to be super fast, so we're just going to run it out like this. Somewhere. And if I had, say, what's the timer on these things? 60 seconds. So if I had 3 of these beasts, they would run one every 20 seconds. You guys produce 30 seconds. Let's say we run this 60 seconds to make one. 4 of them would make one every 15 seconds. And then we have 2 of these to make these. So 2 of those would make it every one every 15 seconds. And this would be one every 15 seconds. So that sort of a ratio might work for us. Alright. What I want to do is have these guys as the prod 4s. I'm just doing this for productivity modules for the interim, basically to be able to use them, to implement them into something that needs productivity modules. So let's bring a line of red circuit down somewhere. We need to bring it on the bank here. Let's get you out of the way. Get you in here. Can we actually clear that? Yeah, definitely. And we got red circuits here. That's fine. I need green, don't I? Red and green? Probably that's better. Probably let's just make it a red and green belt. Yeah, let's make it a red, one side, green the other. Sure. So there to there. That. You're going to go here. And here. You're going to go here. And there. There we go. Pull this on out. So we get red and green and blue. Okay, let's do this and this. Honestly, that's plenty. This is too far. And we're down here. So all the way down, actually. So there. For this side, we're going to grab one from each of these. That's to give the blue. We have a blue inserter here. Like this. I'm totally making this up on the fly if you couldn't tell by the atrocity it is. And then each of these is going to have an insert from the previous one. So you're going to have a belt come out and feed down here. You're going to just... Oh, this is going to be in the way. Awkward. Very awkward. Let's just belt weave, because why not? Because that's not complicated enough as is. Alright, these guys are going to input like that. There you go. And then they're going to output like this. This is a mess. I really want this to be vertical, so it gets the speed buff. Right, like, because this is going to be all up there. I know. Right now, this is red and green. It only needs to be red and green to there. Oops. So we don't need green after that. You need red and blue. And you need red and blue. So let's just make it red and blue. Doing this. Or this. bright green. The red only comes down here. Move that to here. Can I not do that? Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. And this is going in here, and we're going like that. This brings the blue up, pops it on that side of the same belt. You guys get what you need without these reds. I don't think that solves much, but hey, maybe it does. Powering these now will be interesting. Okay, so you're gonna make that. Oh, you're not getting green from that side. Convenient. Really bloody convenient. You know, that's not what I meant to have happen. I guess this can go anywhere, right? This could go down here, because it doesn't need to connect that far up. Sure. Put that back down there. There you go. Alright, now you make what you need to make. So I need this to come in and drop off of these two. Well, how do I do that? No, I can't do that there. I could do... Oh, this is weird. That wouldn't fit. This is really bizarre. Let's take a yellow underground. Go like this. And that's the feed for this thing. If I put that there, and this here, then somehow power, I don't care where, you're feeding that. Correct? Now you guys don't, you got a long 15-second cook time, so you're gonna be not fast at all. But these guys then need to do this sort of thing to grab from here, like that, and then make this into... This is weird, but it'll work. Sure, except for it's not going to, because look at there. 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 That's fine. Alright, and then this is ridiculous. Oh my god. The unnecessariness of this is... Entertaining myself with the unnecessariness of this entire process. That, and then, sure, this guy's coming down here somewhere, and then we have a, provider chest. Sure. Right there. Why not? And you're gonna just, do that. And that's gonna all be happiness and joy. This is the... output from these to here, and then these are going to input, and then we're going to power this somehow. Sure, and that's ridiculous, totally ridiculous. That's the wrong way. It's so fun to see these yellow inserters on here. I'm just overjoyed by how absurd this concept is. That's the most ridiculous. Oh, wow. Okay. And that little ugliness right there could honestly be duplicated for speed modules, couldn't it? We could do this exact same mess right here. Of course we could. Right? Of course we could. This is nuts. Except for each of these is going to have a different ingredient. I'm going to just cut that for the moment. Do I have any more of these? No, and they need speed modules, which is amusing, because that's what I'm making. Okay. They need speed mod 1s, don't they? There you go. I think it's speed mod 1s they need. Do your thing. And then if I had speed mod 1s, I could, you know, speed up the speed mods. But this, instead of speed mods, I want this to be production modules. And these I want to be speed mod 2s. Then I need to actually swap out and do this. Oh my goodness, the CoverX is already done and I'm just fiddling with this junk. That's hilarious. Okay, go ahead with all three of them because we'll eventually need them. And then put CoverX back on there. Stack bonus. I mean, yeah, maybe. Blue belts, maybe. I don't care. At this point, it really doesn't matter. Everything's going to be done well before I ever get around to needing it. Portable fusion reactor? Of course. Why wouldn't you want a portable fusion reactor? Right. How do I do this so that it doesn't continue down there? That's not what I wanted. That's broken right there. So this produces the 2s that go to there, but this is not supposed to continue down there. So this needs to be just a yellow belt, right? To there. And then these are the outputs. Yeah, that fixes that problem. No problem. He's no problem at all, yes? He's fixed. There. Yeah. That's fine. Somewhere down here might be a piece of something I need. Probably not. Sure. Make me some more of those. Alright, so that is fine. We'll get that in place, and then they'll be able to, you know, science faster. There you go. Okay, so we'll have that in place momentarily. Good. There you go. This becomes a efficiency 3, so I actually want to do nothing in there yet. Okay, so these are efficiency modules, this is productivity modules, this is going to come down to this, and do something in here. We'll put in one of these guys right in here, put a little inserter in there, and tell this thing to have, like, I don't know, 2 stacks. That's fine. It'll never do it, well, it will do it eventually. So this does production and efficiency modules 1, 2, and 3. And it goes straight up to 3, it doesn't stock any of the 1s or the 2s. That's fine by me. That's entirely okay. If it backs up, there'll be a little bit of a pile of 1s and pile of 2s and whatnot. Now, having done that nonsense for an entire 30 minutes, I think the next thing we need to do is look at getting these nuclear reactors actually functionally on board. So, one more of those. Well, the productivity module thing finishes. Can I have some of these back, please? There you go. And another. Okay. This needs to go on my productivity. I didn't realize that these things take these now. Did they always take a speed modules? A speed modules, Drake. That's how words work. Let's get this set up. Once it researches, that'll be fine. We'll add those in. And then I want to actually add, yeah, see, we're not even fully researching right now. So our science doesn't keep up with these labs. And that's fine. It really doesn't have to be that hyper quick for what we're doing. It is just the speed that the research these things are producing is tiny compared to the future goal version, which is okay with me. I'm going to put that productivity 1 module off to the trash. We don't need, yeah, we don't need flying robot frames. Probably won't need these at all. I just ran into something and I'm not moving. Way the heck over here is where I've been wandering all this time. Oh yeah. let's go up this way. Interesting mess of stuff in that box. Over here, I have assembly machines somewhere, right? Yeah, see, I've got this space right here which says, you need assembly machines. These are for this, but I don't have the resource for it. I don't have the speed modules for it. I need the reds and the greens. To do that, I would need to have an extra space somewhere in here. In fact, I probably have to have like an extra space right here. That's awkward, considering I legit do not have that space. Now, I could just take this guy. Move him down somewhere else. And that won't matter to me, right? It really doesn't matter if this is sitting right down to the end. I presume. Oop, thought that worked. There you go. There and there. And that should be the same copy of those to there. Good. Put those in anyways, so it doesn't make a bunch more. And then I can probably just steal this thing somehow. I can jury-rig, or whatever. Commandeer, that's the word I was looking for. Commandeer this thing. Okay. Wait. That is that thing. Yeah, and then not sure how I'm going to do that. Well, we could have a provider chest making just these. Right? And it could have an output with those right there, less than 50, go ahead. That's okay, and then we'll just put in a chest to grab those? Somewhere? No clue where that would be. Okay, let's do this. No, that's needed there, is it? It is. Bother. I can do this. I cannot. How the heck do I get these things in here? Simplest of things, guys. The simplest of things sometimes. I'm sure it's staring right at me how to get this in there. I really want this to work just as is. So if I had one of these here, that would work, but I can't break that line because I need it. Right? That feed. Well, it doesn't feed there, actually. It does not feed into this. That only comes from there. Which means I could legitimately do that. And those flow straight through. Oh, that was easy. Let's put a requester chest right here. And tell this to just request those at some number. Let's go with 12. There you go. Request 12 of those, friend. Always keep those on. It should grab them from there and put them over there. Which would then get sucked into this machine. Oh, there he goes. And in, and you're there. Alright. Making. Building. So they make automatically as long as it's like that. That's fine. This thing is going to take bloody well forever to make these. That's fine by me, honestly. Put it in there. I want, however, my system to grab me Productivity 3 modules at a tune of, I don't know, like 10. Not to infinite. 10 to 10, please. 10 to 10. Done. And I want efficiency module, not 2s. Okay. Just about done that. 97, 98. Please to finish. Come on. Alright. That'll go there. I mean, we could speed that up. But is it really worth speeding it up? I suppose it might be. That's fine. Let's grab a ride to the west. Buzz our way through this. Oh, that's a disaster waiting to happen. I don't know. I don't feel like this belt is a safe place to be driving on. I feel like this was an unwise choice. Gonna break something and not gonna have a clue what I did. Ah! Oh, that was close. Okay. Yeah, it's easy. It's perfectly safe. No problems. Alright, now, that is an interesting mix. The blue is not able to keep up? Is that what's going on there? Or did I disconnect something? Clearly there's no blue coming in here. Because there's supposed to be red and blue on this line, not just blue. Is red... Oh, red circuits are not running at all. That's awkward. I probably broke something on the far end. But I want to make these into these guys. There we go. I also want to queue up to say, give me 10 of these. Up to 10 of them. There you go. Let's go for a drive around and find out what the heck I broke on the red. Come on. Come on. Buzz through there like a good chainsaw car. Let's see. Where's our red circuits? They're right there, and they're just poking along in slow mode. Why is that? What is the delay? They got green up there. They got plastic backed up good. I think it's just the timing because they're slow. Most likely. They're not waiting on anything here. We got 1, 2, 3 ingredients available. Just a timer because these only produce 3 in a second. Okay. Now, if I were to bring this online, we could do that. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Because of course we're going to need it for sure. To do so, we're going to need to bring some resources down. I was expecting to start on some nuclear stuff, but looks like we're going to just backtrack and get this this second half of the green going here. Now, I feel like these numbers are grossly misunderstood from my perspective. You're producing 2 a second. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think one of this stack is enough for this entire... Oops. One of the stacks is enough for this entire thing. 8 a second. This row is consuming 2 a second. Yeah. Okay, so this was the right amount of these, because I need 2 more belts of this. Let's go ahead and copy this beast right here, and just slide it over 2 points. Do that. Make all that happen, including this line here, which is going to jump down from there to there, and down here, into that. This is going to go into that. We're going to come from here down to here, the main belt down there. Then this is feeding our green circuits. No, what is this? This is feeding our green to the back half? Yeah, green to the back half here. So all I need to do here is run this along here. Connect that. And let's copy this loop here. There and there. Now, if plastic's running, we have green circuits running. There's way more stuff than we need in here. That's fine. You are not going to reach, are you? You're going to have to be down there. This thing is too high. By a single line. So let's go cut this. Here. And move it down like 2 to here. 1 to here. I believe that will cover the job. Reason to pull that down is... Oh, hi. Did not do what it was supposed to do. Ah, this is supposed to go in here. And there. Mm-hmm. There. Nope. There. Now the reason for that was that I needed to bring these fellows down 1 more tile to get them out of the way of the last beacon. It'll be in there. Okay. Now I think the rest of this green can actually go right up to the line, or we end up getting another whatever, or we get another red producer like this, copy the whole beast right down and plop it down and do some more. We're gonna need more of this red, but we can speed it up substantially with the beacons. That's a little bit of an odd break in the line. What's going on? Oh, there's just a old rando down there. Messing up the line in the middle. That's also happening over here. That going... Okay. You guys are online. Looking good. Increasing our productivity. That doubled up our red circuits, basically. Well, did it? No, it didn't. It didn't. It just 1/3'd up our red circuits. But now these are running. And these are actually feeding the system reasonably effectively. I think they're fairly well balanced from there to there, so I'm not sure, I'm not 100% sure that this keeps up, but it feels like the right balance. Two, 4, 6, 8. This is actually should be double as much as we need, correct? Or no, 50% more than we need for the third one in there. Is that right? What are these producing? You are producing at a rate, you should be producing at a rate that's better than that. Oh. I see. Okay. You're not the right type of beacons. That's fine. Alright, now none of this is connected, and I'm fine with leaving it that way, honestly. Green's gonna continue more green production up there. We don't really need that on right now. Red's the bottleneck, and I'm okay with a bit of bottlenecking at this point. It's not high priority to get that entirely set up, because I need, in order to bring up the speed properly, we need power supplies. And so that will be tomorrow's focus, I think, is starting on nuclear production gathering. Yeah, we're at 2 factories running right now. So this is a definite hog, and we need to put massive amounts of more productivity. Oh, that was close. More productivity into the circuit lines. So we'll have to think about bulking up this fairly substantially. I mean, we got all this space to work with, so we might be able to do something pretty fancy. This might just be the first place that we put speed mods in. Do that early, and then we can duplicate it later. Maybe. I think what we can do is take this that we've got here and drop it down. I know these ratios are not right. This is a slight bottleneck. Yeah, because this right here, the green circuits produce 2 of these, sorry, 3 of these to feed 2 of these. Right? But we've just got 1 to 1. So they're, you know, 1/3 or whatever that is, 50% less input in here than we need to. So what we can do is alter that by, you know, doing something like putting these ones in as green and leaving these as blues. It's an option. I'm not sure what the best play is there. It's not. It may not be the design we keep. I might just think to redesign it, perhaps. But tomorrow, let's look at. Let's look at the fact that nothing's being repaired over here, and there's some angry worms all over the place. So nothing's being repaired over here because I legit ran out of what? Repair packs? Yeah, this was like a bazillion years ago, and I never gave them repair packs. So eventually, they'll just get in and eat my entire system. In fact, they've already started to damage things. Interesting. Quite substantially. They might have broken the line already. Awkward. Alright, well that's it for today though. Thank you everybody so much for joining me. Have yourselves a fantastic rest of the day. And I'll see you in game.